1, 2, 3.
That was crisp.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of the RockTalk podcast. I'm Kyle,
Joel. I'm Guy.
and we're going to all bring up a topic, and we're going to talk about it for a while. So who wants to go first?
Okay, everybody not all at once now, so yeah, I'll go. So PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds was released last night for the Xbox One, and the servers are still down. They released the game, immediately broken. Nobody played it yet. And I think that speaks of what PUBG is overall. People are like, oh, PUBG's way better than Fortnite. But it's like you're paying $30 for a game that doesn't work, A, and B.
It's still in beta.
But B, Fortnite is just as good a game, and it can be it can replace it. All they'd have to do if they wanted to make it PUBG, make the map a little bit bigger, add some cars.
I've never played either game, so I don't really have an opinion on this.
PUBG looks more realistic.
No,
it's just harder to run.
Better mechanics.
Not really.
I don't know. I hate how people say that Fortnite came before PUBG and that PUBG's a ripoff of Fortnite. And
It's
whatever.
the other way around.
It is the other way around, but
Fortnite's just a better game because it's free.
I feel like Fortnite's just a copy and paste and more goofier game style.
You're right,
but
but it's also free.
He's got a point there.
It's hard to compete with free.
It is,
and it's almost just as good a game.
I don't know. I think PUBG's better just because I play it more and it's more tactical in my opinion.
But like
hang on.
You can't build stuff in
quickly.
PUBG. That's another
I've
thing
never
that
played.
I like.
I've never played either of the two games. Give me a comparison. What's the difference between the two?
Fortnite, you can build.
Okay, here.
You describe
Okay,
Fortnite. I'll describe
so,
PUBG.
Listen, in Fortnite, it's kind of more of a cartoony style, so it's not very hard to run. And then also, the map is a little bit smaller than PUBG. The weapons are kind of different. There's no cars, but you can build like fortresses. So like the concept of the map shrinking is still the same, but like you can build stuff as you go along. So let's say you're playing a solo and all of a sudden you don't know where you're getting shot from. You can just build a little thing around you and regain your bearings to try to find the person, so it's a more fair fight. And overall, I think it's more fun game. That goofy aspect, I think, adds a lot of fun to it.
See, with PUBG, there's none of that building aspect or whatever. So if you're getting shot at, you go prone or you find a rock to get behind. I mean, there's none of this little building a wall and protecting yourself bull crap.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, if you're gonna play one of the two, I recommend playing. I know it's $30, but I do recommend you play PUBG because there's none of that cheap building up walls while you're being shot at, and
It's more realistic.
It's more realistic, more serious game style.
See, but like, it's not that much of a difference, except for $30. And it's really, really, really hard.
$30 is a big difference.
It's a big difference because, like, it's a free game. It's still a really fun game to play. Like, yeah, it's different. It's not realistic, but it's still a fun game to play. The goofy adds to the fun of it, I think. And also the building, there's, like, a ton of different styles and ways you can get around that. Let's say you're getting shot. You don't know where it's coming from. You build up. All of a sudden, that person builds up. You guys can meet on, like, a walkway and, like, a ton of other different scenarios that can play out. You can build like a roof over your head as you're like walking towards the tower, so that person just can't like shoot down at you.
You can like probably talk into your mic when you're like explaining things.
Hey, hey. Sorry.
But yeah, if I recommend you play a game, especially on PC, because I know you play PC, definitely go PUBG. At least to start off with. I know it's $30, but like,
I would say play Fortnite first. Get into the genre because it's free. And once you get into the genre...
Well, I got into the genre because I play DayZ.
That's another thing.
A lot of the DayZ players went to
PUBG because it's basically the same thing, except it's a battle royale.
See, but like if you're not in the genre yet and you're looking to play something to kind of understand the concept, download Fortnite since it's free. Get into it, and then if you want to move on from Fortnite and play PUBG, play something a little bit more realistic, something harder, then yeah, go out all ahead.
What happened to the other Battle Royale game that came out before PUBG?
H1Z1?
No.
Hunger Games?
No.
Xbox.
Oh, the
Xbox
culling?
Live.
No, it's not the. Wait, maybe what?
Xbox
Is it like you
Live
could-
Battle Royale.
Was the culling like the one where like you could make weapons out of anything? Like you could pick up sticks off
No,
the ground and
it's
make
not what I'm talking about.
spears?
I'm talking about, man, it's a PC exclusive,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how to describe it. It was like there was airdrops that came down in the area. It was like it was a Hunger Games style. There was a big cornucopia in the middle that all the people spawned on.
Minecraft Hunger Games.
No, I don't. I'm gonna Google it.
I don't know. I got my PC like last year, so I still don't know. many
Minecraft
games.
Hunger Games.
I could find it on my friend's Steam list.
with Captain Sparkles.
No, it was really big before PUBG got big, and like PUBG came out and then completely replaced it.
Yeah.
Rust.
PUBG.
No,
Came,
not Rust,
PUBG came. Oh, is it Arma?
not Arma either.
Oh,
It's an independent game. It's an indie game. It's just
Oh.
a survival game
Oh,
in the terms of like
it-
battle
yeah,
royale.
it could have been Arma because Arma is basically.
No, it was not Arma. I know for a fact.
PUBG came out with this new desert map. I played it last.
Yeah, I
week.
heard it's even worse than the original.
Okay, listen. It's bigger, but it's literally like Sniper Central.
Yeah.
So-
How? Oh man, how fun!
I know, and it's all open. Like at least with the old map, you could be running like through the woods and like you have more coverage. This whole the whole map is you're out in the open the whole time.
Yeah, that's what people like. Less action and just getting shot from the distance in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Also in that new map.
But it makes it easier to spot where you're being shot at from.
Also in that new map, there's like a giant like hole that's like you can get stuck in the hole.
Oh yeah, no, I've climbed into it and I've gotten. Oh, yeah, no.
There's
Listen,
an escapable hole.
an escapable hole. I was jumping down like a cliff or whatever in the game, and I jumped into the hole. And like, they're all over the map. Honestly, they need to fix that. But you could be climbing and like literally drop into one that's like 12 feet deep, and your guy will be stuck there, and he'll stay standing there for like 5 seconds, and the game will automatically kill you, saying you've died from falling.
Yeah, I've heard that. So
They'll probably fix that too, because it's in the test servers right now.
isn't there supposed to be like a zombie mode in that game too?
No, that's people make those. Like
Oh.
you make a custom game and then you invite like a bunch of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Are there any mods for PUBG yet, or is PlayerUnknown like no mods?
I have no idea.
I would assume no mods because it's primarily a competitive based game.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Gosh.
I don't remember what it's called, but I do remember that it was more of the same like visual style as PUBG,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a little bit more cartoonish in the sense that like you could customize your character's outfit when you spawn in, like make it look really weird.
I'm trying
Man,
to
I-
think.
I'm trying. Yeah, I
It was
don't
really
know.
popular, and then the devs pushed updates, and it lost all popularity because apparently they ruined the game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of the game. Just so you know, your music is still playing on your phone, and I can hear it.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't hear that at all. I'm wearing headphones.
Wow, really? I didn't notice, dude.
Thanks.
Dude, you really got headphones on?
What's your topic, guy?
Oh.
In
yeah.
conclusion, buy Fortnite first. If you like it, then get PUBG.
all right.
Bada bam. Also, fix your service on Xbox. PlayerUnknown, you suck. Anyway, Guy.
You don't have your
I
topic.
don't have a topic right now. No.
I'll bring up mine. Then, do you guys hear about the explosion in Manhattan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about why he did it?
No, I did not hear about why
I
he
saw,
did it.
but I forgot.
Apparently, he had seen Christmas posters hanging up in the subway, and it upset him enough that he was inspired by ISIS to attempt a suicide bombing in that subway because of the Christmas posters.
That's not funny. I don't.
Turned out being one of the worst suicide, actually one of the best suicide bombers of late, in the sense that no one died, not even him.
Don't trust anybody.
He's
not even
simultaneously
yourself.
the worst suicide bomber in that he didn't accomplish his task, but the best is in he didn't accomplish his task.
Yeah.
That's
horrible.
aspire.
that is horrible.
That
But
is horrible.
his crazy thing about that, his reasoning was because of Christmas posters
Hey, Sharia
inside
law.
a subway.
That's what you got to do.
Doesn't that just
The Quran.
isn't that just terrifying?
It's just
That some guy just decided to make a bomb and blow up
because
himself?
of a Christmas poster.
because of a Christmas poster. It's Christmas. Christmas hasn't even. What's the date today?
The
Today is
14th?
12th.
Oh,
It's the 12th. We're not even halfway to Christmas yet. And someone's already blown themselves up inside a Subway.
Kind of blown themselves up. They didn't even break skin.
They didn't?
No, he burnt skin.
Did
That's
he broke a rib or something?
Yeah, he literally the explosion was basically the extent of getting a water bottle and then twisting it and like popping the cap off.
I didn't know that. I thought he at least like taken like a fairly significant amount of like damage in the
No.
I don't think so.
Have you? Okay, I'm trying to make a. Basically, he got like 4 firecrackers. He didn't actually, but it was basically the equivalent of getting like a pack of firecrackers, like a little one, and like lighting it to your stomach. That's all it was, really.
Really, it's like it wasn't even. I thought it was a lot bigger than that.
No,
Because I saw it and I saw his reasoning for doing it. I did not follow up on it past that.
he didn't even have fatal injuries to himself. That's how small the explosion was. Like, it's sad how small.
Well, it's not. It's not sad how small it was. It's.
For a terrorist, that's sad.
I guess from his perspective,
Yeah.
he's probably a little disappointed that he didn't achieve what he was looking for.
Dang,
or
I
trying
should
to
have just
do.
went to my nearby army surplus store and gotten anything that could have been better.
You can't buy activated bombs at an army surplus store.
That's the joke.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about how
Jeez.
the bomb he had was horrible.
Hey, can I go grab Kyler? I think he probably would have a good topic to talk about.
Oh my god.
No.
Unbelievable.
No, listen.
I
It's,
can't find my own topics.
no,
I'm
no.
hiring
I have
somebody.
a topic, but
What is it?
You remember the clothing brand I was talking to A-Struck about?
Yeah.
Kyler would be able to talk about it more than me, because he's also a part of
Why?
it.
Don't worry about it. Why? What's your idea? What are you planning on doing? Promote
So-
yourself. While I look for another topic.
Hi, I guy clothesline.
No. All right. No, we're gonna keep that on, I guess, on the DL for right now.
on the DL.
It's coming soon. Don't worry.
Are you
It'll-
starting a clothing line?
That's what I heard.
No, I'm not starting the clothing.
Dude, Teddy Fresh.
He's gonna be a co-founder of the
Oh yeah, co-founder.
Co-founder.
of the clothing line.
No, don't worry about it.
What's your slogan?
In good time.
What's your slogan?
In good time.
That's a crappy slogan.
No,
That's your slogan.
that's
In
not-
good time.
No,
That's not a bad slogan. I'd argue that. In good time.
but that's not it. I was just saying in good time.
Why?
You'll know.
Tell us. Yeah, I'm just gonna open my mouth and say something, and then not elaborate on it, and then not expect people to pressure me into saying something.
Yeah, basically. Anyways.
Hang on. Okay, at least answer. Is it closer to the vein of like Supreme, or is it closer to the vein of Urban Outfitters, or is it closer to like?
urban?
It doesn't really help me
I
because I
think
don't even really know Urban that much.
Supreme.
So you're going like
Supreme and Urban.
so you're going like Yeezy Urban Outfitter style, where it's like kind of torn up clothes, kind of like hipster-esque, kind of
like
crappy,
weeaboo
kind of like crappy stuff you can buy at Goodwill, but they overcharge for.
Shut
And
up.
if you don't believe me,
No, I
you
don't-
definitely can. You can make anything like that at home for way less. Believe me. Trust me, audience.
No, that's not it.
What is it, a shoe line?
No, it.
So they announced the Golden Globe nominees.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying to look at the nominees for Best Picture, and the website literally says, for the full list of nominees, see below, and it just ends. The article's over.
Hey, you know you have
Just a bunch of-
you know you have a computer in front of you.
Yeah, but I've already got pulled up my phone.
Oh, hey, I actually do have a topic. Okay, so going back on like
Wonder
video-
Woman should get a nomination.
Maybe.
Never seen it.
It was okay.
It was good.
Going back on the video game train, you know,
That tends to happen a lot.
Zelda, Breath of the Wild won
Game
Game
of the Year. Deserves it.
It does. I thought it was really good. It was a toss-up between that and Mario Odyssey for me.
Yeah.
I did not play either.
You should definitely play them.
I
They
play
are-
Daisy. I'm the superior gamer.
I haven't hardly even played DayZ lately.
He's too busy working.
Yeah.
True that.
I don't have any. It's like I get off work and I've watched a lot of movies lately. Like that's what I've been doing. Is if I get off work and I'm too tired to go play video games, that's such a first world problem.
Yeah.
I'm too tired to play video
It's
games.
like I'm like I don't feel like going and doing things. I'm just gonna sit on my phone and watch a movie.
What
If
are
I
some
get
of
to
the
the
latest movies?
If
you've
I get to
seen?
the
I
point,
watched,
if I'm too tired to play video games, I just go to bed because nothing else interesting.
The most recent movie I watched was Lord of War with Nicolas Cage.
Is it good?
It's really good.
What's it about?
He plays a Russian guy who was disguising himself as a Jewish immigrant
Mm-hmm.
that started as like a low-level street thug, and then progressively started selling guns
Yeah.
to like gangs and things. And then he moved out of that, and it ends up becoming like the world's biggest arms dealer. And it's about his journey to that. Everything that happens. It's really good. If you ever wonder why Nicolas Cage was cast as Ghost Rider,
Riders
if
on
you're
the
if you're
storm.
confused about why that decision was made, it's because of Lord of War. He does a really good job. Like, best Nicolas Cage movie I've ever seen, and one of the best movies I've watched this year. It's really good, actually.
Wow. I'll have to take a look. Then.
Some of the effects they have are dated, and there's like a beginning intro scene that you'll watch it and you'll be like, this does not look good. But like you have to give it a give it a little
Yeah,
bit,
you
and then
just
it
have to stick
really
with it.
kicks in, and it's pretty solid.
No.
I also watched Train to Busan, which is a
These are movies I've never heard of before. What the heck?
Train to Busan. They're both these are on Netflix,
They're
so if you want to
on-
watch them, you can. Train to Busan is a Korean film,
Yeah.
and
That's
a
why.
South Korean film.
That's why I've never heard of it.
It's all in Korean, and
Then I would definitely not watch it.
it's
then.
only in you have to read all the subtitles. But
no.
no, let me explain.
Read all
I-
the subtitles.
I didn't find this video. I didn't just click on this out of my own. Like I didn't like just accidentally stumble upon it.
Uh-huh.
I was on a subreddit called Best of Netflix, which is just a good movies, and like the top post of the day was like, this movie's like actually really, really amazing. I was like, I'm really bored. I had nothing to do.
So
What's
you
really-
read the whole movie?
No, I didn't read the movie.
What's really-
Yeah, because that's subtitles.
Yeah,
but
'cause-
What's really bad about that Reddit list is that somebody had to take off Always Sunny when they took it off.
yeah, going to Hulu. No, but the movie it's a zombie movie.
Oh, the Korean movie?
It's a zombie apocalypse movie. It's amazing. It is so good.
Why is it good?
It's expert writing. Like the writing is great. The
Mhm.
characters are like enjoyable, hateable. Like the character development is really good. The pacing of the movie I think is the best portion of it. The way that they keep things going and flowing from one situation to another, and
Yeah.
allowing gaps in between it for the characters to build.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 1 second they're all running onto this because I'll give you the gist of the movie. The whole movie is about this father and her daughter, his daughter. This father and his daughter. The father is taking his daughter to Busan
Mm-hmm.
on a train to meet his mother. Their parents are divorced. So when they get on this train, this zombie infection is really quick. Like
Mhm.
you get bit 5 minutes later you're a zombie.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies. And they run really fast and everything like that.
Of course they do. Yeah.
It's one of the modern zombie movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of like World War Z in the sense of that style zombie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But they're on the train. Infection breaks out, and certain parts of the train, like a few carts, have zombies in them that they're able to close out. One thing they did really notice: if zombies are in pitch black, they can't they don't do anything. They just sort of stand. They lose all function. They just move
Really?
around. So if it's dark, they you can walk past and they won't know.
They go T-pose.
Same with sound. If you throw a iPod playing music, they'll run to that and then you can run away. That's like a plot.
Like a monkey in Call of Duty.
Yeah, like a monkey in Call of Duty. But it's a really good cast of characters. In the first half of the movie, it's very serious tone. It's very
Mm-hmm.
rising. Everyone's like, what's going on? It gets to a point where all the characters that they've introduced a little bit here or there, and they all sort of get in the same place because it follows sort of different groups of characters throughout, primarily focusing on the dad and his daughter. And they all get into one place, and they make a decision to go through the train, through the cabins that
Are infected.
are infected, to reach. The dad gets separated from his daughter, and this dude's wife, the wife is pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
They're together, the daughter and the wife and another dude, and then three of them make go. It's just really good. I can't explain it, but the pacing and the action and the way it works, it's just really good. At the end, it gets a little melodramatic, but it's
My
really
favorite
nice.
movie of this past year, and I completely forgot about it, was the movie It Comes at Night or whatever, or It Comes at Midnight. It was released this year. Oh my God, that was a good movie. It's almost sort of like a zombie-ish movie, I guess you could say, but that's what they marketed it as, but it's not really one. And it's kind of like an infection movie type thing where these people are isolated out in the woods and they're just living there Like, they know there's an apocalypse and they're living there. They have running water. They have tons of food and stuff like that. While these people come and, like, stumble across their cabin. And,
I know what you're talking. I remember seeing trailers for that.
yeah, it was an amazing movie.
Was it? Because it looked good.
Yeah, it wasn't what they marketed it to be, but it was still a really,
Was
really
it
good
closer
movie.
to horror or thriller?
Oh, I would say it's closer to thriller.
Okay, because I love thrillers. I love thrillers a lot more than horrors.
Because, like, the only real kind of jump scary parts were, like, this kid's dream,
Mm-hmm.
and they were, like, genuinely, like, scary parts. But, like, it's a great movie. I recommend seeing it, like, in any way, because I don't think it's on Netflix or anything, but it was a good movie.
You know what was a horror movie that I heard was really good that I wanted to see and I never did?
It.
No, Witch.
Oh,
It was from like it's like a year ago.
Yeah, I heard of it.
It like was really like popular at a bunch of indie film festivals, and then it got a nationwide release in like theaters.
Yeah.
Looked really good. And I heard the reviews for it were also amazing, but
haven't
I never
heard
saw
of
it.
I know the one movie that like really got to me this year. Actually, I have two. It and Get Out. It I went and watched like I think 2 or 3 times with like 3 different groups.
I never
because
saw it.
I just wanted to introduce him to it because it's a good.
I
it's a
forget that
good-
Get Out came this year.
Get Out got it like beginning of the year.
Yeah,
almost,
see,
like-
I hate, since we're students, it seems like our years are divided. There's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I was a sophomore when that movie came out, and now I'm a senior or whatever. And it's like you forget the first half of the year almost. At least I do.
I know. I entirely.
I
agree.
always
Yeah.
think like stuff
way-
that always think like the stuff that happened the first half of the year is like 2016 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like I forget that Get Out came out this year.
No, you're 100% right. The way that the school years work and that we're halfway through when it switches years really messes with me. Like, I can't remember the beginning of 2017 if I tried.
Yeah,
It
same.
would be undistinguishable for 2016.
Hey, but I can remember the end of 2016, which is basically the beginning of 2017. I just recognize it as the end of 2016. Anyway, Get Out.
Oh, anyways.
Star Wars is coming out this
So
Friday.
I got tickets.
Yeah.
Mr. A Strike actually sold me 2 tickets for $40, and we're going.
A Strike scalped you tickets.
He didn't scalp me.
Yes, that's what it's called. It's called scalping, is when you buy something and sell it to someone else for like tickets or video games.
Well, it's because listen, what happened was, he was planning.
$40 for 2 tickets,
Well, it's IMAX opening night. I'm not gonna refuse.
but like $40 for 2 tickets, exploitation.
But listen, anyways, so he was supposed to go to the 7:15 show, but his wife told him that his son was having a like presentation or something at 6:15. So there's no way A-Strike was gonna make it. So he managed to get 10:15 tickets or like
Yeah.
later showings. So he texted me and Kyler asking if one of us wanted the tickets or if we both wanted to go together. And Kyler was already going that day. So I bought both of the tickets, and I'm taking a friend for his birthday. But I'm actually really excited, and I'm happy because
Is this for Thursday or Friday?
it's for Thursday.
Okay.
I think I saw a spoiler for the movie.
Please don't say anything.
Don't
And
say
I-
anything.
No,
Please
I'm
do
not.
not
No,
say
I'm not
anything.
saying
Okay.
anything. I saw the spoiler, but I don't think it's true. But I like kept it like on my phone just in case it is. And I
Did
could
you
just, like,
guys have
draw a
episode 7
comparison.
spoiled for you?
What?
What?
Did you guys have episode 7 spoiled for you before
Oh
it
yeah,
came out?
yeah.
No. Oh, actually,
Like
yeah.
the Han Solo death bit?
Yeah, do you want to know
I saw
how?
that.
For me, I was on Vine when it
Yeah.
was still out, and literally it was just like Han Solo on the bridge with Kylo, and then like all of a sudden music starts playing, and then you just see the lightsaber go through him, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
I had it spoiled for me 2 days before the movie released.
really?
And I was on my phone. I went on iFunny because I was
Yeah.
bored.
Yeah.
And I scrolled onto a Vine, and it was a normal thing, and then it's cut right to Han Solo dying. I looked away as it happened, as I knew what it was. Like, no.
No, see, I saw it in a picture, so it's not like I could cut away. I was like reading a comic, and all of a sudden it was there. I was like, dang it, what the heck?
Yeah.
Why you guys got to do that?
Yeah, I'm happy that I haven't seen any spoilers for the new one yet. I'm hoping to keep it that way.
I'm just glad I'm going to opening night, and I'm staying off Twitter all day Thursday. I'm not going on Twitter.
Oh,
I'm
on
not-
Thursday and all day Friday, I'm only going to go into social media sites and I know I won't see anything.
Won't
So
see anything.
I'll
yeah.
go on Reddit, but I'll only go on specific subreddits that won't talk about it. And I've got a few. I know some of those that no one's going to spoil it. And I'll just go there.
r/cottage cheese. That's
I don't.
I hope that's a subreddit. Really.
same,
Reddit.
same. I don't go on Reddit, but I want that to be a subreddit.
Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna see it this Friday, so I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm
Thursday.
probably gonna try to see it Friday.
I don't have tickets, but I'm just gonna go in really early and buy some. Hopefully.
would.
Yeah, same.
I would.
Me and my friends may skip school and like get in line at like 8 in the morning. Try to see.
Oh,
like,
you're talking that early? I was talking
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna show up there at 6 for a 10 o'clock showing or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to the 7:15 showing. I don't know what time to go. Someone told me that going there like at 6 o'clock, like an hour and a half early would be best.
An hour and
No.
a half early is good, but if you really want to get good seats,
Good
go there 2.5 hours early.
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
I'm
me?
not kidding. Like when I okay,
maybe more,
maybe two.
maybe
When
more.
I-
2
when I
hours
saw-
the latest.
when I saw episode 7 with my friends at Regal, and this was on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It came out on Thursday. When I saw it on Saturday, me and them showed up an hour early. We were the second people in line,
Okay.
and that was 3 days after released for episode 7.
Okay.
Episode 7 probably was a little bigger though, like because that was like the return of Star Wars.
No, I feel. It seems like the hype around this one is just as big.
Well, because
I'm
it's
not feeling the
because
hype
it's a
as-
new it's
I'm
a
not
new
feeling the hype as much on
director
this one.
and it's apparently supposed to be one of the best Star Wars ever. It's 2.5 hours long.
That's awesome. I
yeah,
can't wait for that.
The director got his own trilogy now, so
yeah,
we'll
we
be
talked
seeing.
about this.
Yeah, we did talk about this already, but
It doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm just bringing it up again. But so the fact that he got his own trilogy is what is making most of the fans like geek out over the movie because like if they gave him that, then the movie has to be.
Watch it just
phenomenal.
bomb. Watch
I mean,
it be
it
horrible.
probably could just
Honestly,
bomb.
let's move on from that, and I'm gonna talk about my favorite movie of the year. I saw it the other day, and I honestly think this deserves a Grammy.
Is it the
Disaster Artist?
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
no.
That movie was so good, especially if you've seen The Room. But even if you haven't seen The Room, that movie is amazing.
Is that the movie
I
where like
was-
he's in the gas station and then like she's like bye Tommy and he's like goodbye but like the audio is like all weird and stuff.
I did not
there's
hit
more.
that. I did not.
I did not
I did
hit her. I
not.
did not. This is bull. I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah. That movie, they did it perfectly.
I was reading a review for it online, and someone said the theater they went to did back-to-back showings where they played The Disaster Artist and then The
The
Room
Room.
afterwards.
So
'cause
the
a lot of
room
people,
is the classic.
The
right?
Room
Yeah.
is the one that's the cult classic where it's so bad it's good.
2003.
It's so bad it's good.
Like so bad that you sit back and just laugh at the movie.
See,
the whole
everybody
time.
in the theater, while like the Disaster Artist was going on, everybody was like, when something would happen, everybody would quote it. Everybody was laughing. Everybody got the inside jokes. Like there are people that actually brought like props and stuff like that and were using
For
them.
the room.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, like The Room now, it's almost like Rocky Horror Picture Show. They go around the country and tour the movie, and people will legitimately come and do stuff like that. And it's like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I
And
did
so
not know that.
Yeah, so
Know that
people
either.
like go to the Disaster Artist. They just do the same thing. It was phenomenal.
I'm gonna have to see it, but I don't know when I'm gonna see it because
It is a great documentary.
Is it with
'Cause
James
money and
Franco?
time.
James and Dave,
Dave.
and Seth Rogen and and
it's that whole squad
It's
of
the whole squad.
no, it's the whole squad plus Tina Fey, Bryan Cranston,
Brian Cranston's.
Hannibal Buress, and like there's like 15 other like A-list actors in it. It's like how they got all those people, I don't know. They must have all loved the
Money.
movie. No, they
Money,
must
yeah,
have-
money.
But like it's amazing. It is so good.
They're like, here's the only movie that could probably go up against Star Wars.
No,
You want to act in it?
no, I'm being serious. If enough people saw The Room and understood it, I'm pretty sure that could contest with Star Wars. Like honestly,
See, I've heard that it's really good. I've heard it's doing well, but
What's
I don't
it
know how.
about?
It's about the actors that
it's
made.
about the making
I-
of the movie
I mean,
and the
what is-
backstory.
what
so
is
is
The
it like a
Room?
mockumentary style, or how's it work?
It's a direct documentary, but in a comedy style. So
So a mockumentary.
kind of yes. So sorry. Anyway, it starts out like beforehand. How the two main actors / people meet, Tommy and then the dude named Greg who plays
No,
Mark.
I know what the disaster movie's about. I want to know what The Room is
The
about.
Room?
Yeah, what's The Room?
Oh,
about?
you're asking about the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll let the resident room expert
Hold on,
take
hold on.
that.
Hold on.
Before you start,
I'm not a resident room
I don't
expert,
think we
but
have enough time. Do we have enough time for you to?
I don't know. How long do you guys want to go for?
We're going till 11:30, so
Okay.
we've got 4 minutes. Can you do a 4-minute thing? Hold on, let me start your timer.
No, you don't need a timer.
Give me a timer. I got a
can do
clock.
it, I can do it less than 4
Okay,
minutes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so basically, you start out, and you walk in, you get introduced to basically almost the entire main cast except for a few people. And basically the entire whole plot of the story is Tommy is going to marry Lisa. Lisa is cheating on Tommy with Mark. And then Tommy and Lisa are engaged. So for Lisa to try to get out of the engagement, she makes up a lie saying Tommy abused her. So Lisa said that to her mom and stuff like that. And
Is that why we see that scene where he's like, I did not hit her or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would assume.
Yeah, and then like there's this kid named Denny. He gets like robbed. There's a whole subplot with him that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't go anywhere. Lisa's mom, you see her once, maybe twice, and she says she has breast cancer, and that's the end of it. And then Tommy, at the end of it all, since he can't get away with Lisa and Mark got her, he kills himself. That is it.
Wow.
That's interesting. I've never seen the movie. I know what it's about. And I know it's a classic, but I just haven't watched it.
It is atrocious.
Just horribly bad.
It is so bad, but it is so good at the same time. It's so funny. I understand why it's a cult classic. It's just it's hard. Like it's so terrible, but it's so good. Like the movie even recognizes that. Like Tommy Wiseau apparently during the premiere started like crying and like ran out of the theater, but then he's like, you know what? I mean, I'm just gonna embrace it. So he came back out and was like, yeah, it's a comedy now. And then he paid.
It's a comedy now.
Yeah,
That's just how it works.
And
You just change the
it
genre.
wherever,
But
yeah.
then like
Oh, no, you know what other movie did that? The 2012 disaster movie went from action movie to comedy movie.
But then my favorite part about the entire thing is Tommy Wiseau spent $6 million on The Room.
Oh my god.
He has in the entire movie, like they don't know where he comes from. He says Louisiana. That's not actually where he comes from. They don't know his age, and they don't know where he gets all his money. He literally in the movie, it's like he just has like a bottomless pit of money, and that's what it's like in real life. Nobody knows where he got all his money. And
No one knows where he got the $6 million to fund the movie.
More than that, he drives a brand new Mercedes. He has an apartment in L.A. and San Francisco. He spent $6 million on a movie.
Dude came back from the future after he made all the money for The Room being that cult classic and then funded the cult classic itself.
When the movie first came out,
It's a paradox.
When the movie first came out, it only made like $100,000, but over the years, it just made its money back. But yeah, it's crazy. The entire story is just crazy.
Okay. Well, thanks for the plot summary. I think
Yeah.
that's going to be the
End
second
of
Rock
Rock
Talk.
Talk 2.
Number 2.
Thank you guys for watching.
We'll make sure to have more material for you guys next time.
Goob.